Hello all, and welcome to Soul's latest Poor Life Choice. Yes, for those who know, this is State of Decay 2. For those who don't know, this is a zombie survival game where you try and lead a community, and you have to clean your town site of any existing plague hearts in order to technically win the game. There's a couple things you can do, like for example, you can you clean the plague hearts, and then depending on who your community leader is for your group, there are special conditions that you have to meet, I guess is the right word for it, in order to beat the game. Like say for a builder, you have to build up a community, have a couple of things in your base, a couple specific buildings in your base. I guess that's the same for every single person, or every single, what's the word for it? Every single leader out there has to have certain buildings in their base in order to trigger the final missions. Once you complete the final mission, then the game is technically won. And you can actually carry those survivors from that old community into your new community, and you can equip the crap out of them. Like say, for example, you want to start a brand new community using existing survivors, and they all have super weapons. Which makes the new game significantly easier. Unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that. Today, we are going to be doing a brand new community. And we're going to skip the tutorial because who needs tutorials? Not I, sir, no. Oh, but the settings. Oh my goodness, the settings. What are we going to do here? Standard's a fair challenge. Dread. It's a little more intense. Nightmare. Deadlier human enemies, free chords, and extreme scarcity. Yeah, and lethal is, well, lethal. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. So, I'm not good enough for lethal. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. In fact, lethal is one of those things where it is extraordinarily difficult, and I mean extraordinarily difficult, to really get your bearings in this one. Like, the human enemies you come across will one-shot you. And that's it. Goodbye, community member, and away you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll Nightmare. Yes, that makes me a little bit of a coward, but we have a better chance of me not screwing up the community and actually maybe getting a complete run-through. And yes, that is correct. You heard complete. We're going to be doing a full run-through of State of Decay 2, at least until the community dies, which is something that is very potential that could happen. And everybody gets to watch me suffer. Well, not really live, but suffer in real time. There are no take-backsies. This game saves. Auto-saves. It's wonderful. Things happen, and then you just have to deal with it. So we're going to accept Nightmare settings. Now, there are 4 maps here in the world. We have Trumbull Valley, Providence Ridge, Cascade Hills, Meager Valley. Oh, sorry, I guess there's 5. And Drucker County. What we're going to do is we're going to run random. That way there's nothing really set in place. I don't get the ability to play off what I remember from the previous maps, just to make it a little bit more difficult. So there's a couple maps I know better than most, but we're going to remove that ability right here. We're going to accept random. The next thing that comes up, obviously, is going to be choosing our starting community members. Everything is randomized. Now, I could... Oh, wow, that's actually kind of a good pick, maybe? I was going to say, if I did have a previous community that I did beat this difficulty setting with, I could actually bring in those characters and actually use, like, say, for example, if I beat the game as a builder, which Shirag here is. I hope I'm saying that right. We're going to go by the last name, Chad, huh? If I beat the game as a builder, I get access, or the ability to give myself access to free power and water right off the bat, which is great. A lot of things you need require power or water or sometimes both. And it's very difficult to get without, having outposts that you can set up. So that way you gain access to these, but that requires resources, and I think in the game you get maximum... It's been a while since I played the last couple updates. I believe it's still maximum of 6 outposts, and that's all you get. Each outpost you get gives you medical supplies, food, fuel, additional room and board, maybe some extra bonuses, you know, stuff like that. So we will be going through it as we go. We are just going to click random on each one of our slots, and we are going to have to deal with what we get. So right now, it's not bad. Chada's cardio is garbage, so he's not going to have much stamina. Wits, or his ability to search and find things, or how quickly he searches and finds things, not so good either. His fighting's decent. Shooting's, yeah, kind of trash. And mechanics. So mechanics is actually kind of a very nice skill. Let me just go ahead and go to the details here. So yeah, it allows us to unlock Workshop 3, allows the crafting of homemade crossbows, toolkits, and box mines. So we can improve this as we use a workshop, which is great. We also have certain traits we can choose from, so we can't really see what these traits are until we get Chad to get a little bit more experience. Like, so he gets a little fame, or he gets more influence as the game progresses. And then we start unlocking his traits. He gets hero status, and we can potentially have him become the community leader. But yes, cardio, we can improve by sprinting and climbing, which is improved stamina, leads to advanced athletic skills. And yes, there are 2 levels to each one of these skills. And we can choose, as soon as we level up, between 2 options for each one, depending on what kind of traits or skills we have. So cardio is pretty trash. Wits, again, improves search speed and leads to advanced mental skills, so we can improve by searching containers and stealth killing zombies, which is very, very important. Fighting, we can improve by hand-to-hand combat. Shooting, again, we improve by shooting enemies. And away we go. So what are our starting weapons? Well, we start with a rusty screwdriver. This will be our stealth weapon. Right in the brain pan, and away we go. And a lead pipe. We do have 7-slot backpack, so that's not bad. What do we have here for Sid? Miss Hernandez. Let's have us a look at the details, shall we? Again, 7-slot backpack, not bad. Great cook. Encouraging, so we automatically get +3 morale, which is very, very nice. Again, cardio is pretty trash. Wits are pretty trash. Fighting is absolute garbage. Shooting is absolute garbage. Cooking. Just when I said that we'll have to take whatever we get. Cooking is very important when it comes down to like making energy drinks or snacks, or like it says here, allows preparation of feasts. Feasts are a great big morale booster. It takes a lot of food, but morale is very, very important. He's also a trader. I said trader, not traitor. So unfortunately we can't see that one, but this one does. Trader unlocks special building, which allows you to call in traders so you can trade and get influence and make what is essentially the in-game currency value, so you can buy things and, you know, buy outposts and stuff like that. Who is our third one? Sean Gray, Warlord. He's got utilities. Okay. Warlord itself is a little self-explanatory. You're going to rule with an iron fist. What do we got for knife thrower? Once nearly killed myself throwing a knife at a tree, somehow that didn't stop me. That's nice. And Tinker. Never stand to call a professional. Looks like something I could fix myself. Not bad. He's got an 8-slot backpack, which is even better. Utilities. This unlocks hydroponics and boosts power and water duration. So we could build, like, we can build generators, or we can install generator mods onto certain structures. And the more we use those, or the latrines, or we have rain catches we can set up. This gives him experience in utilities. And then we can upgrade that and use the abilities he's got for hydroponics, for farming and stuff like that, which does help with food. So it's not bad. Again, like I said, his trade is Warlord. So kind of like rule an iron fist here. Hopefully everyone gets along great. But hopefully we don't get him killed right off the bat. So I guess we'll see exactly how this plays out. Let's start the community. And we'll see which kind of map we got. Uh-oh.
And we're empty. Again.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time I accidentally stumbled on a juggernaut.
I have a better idea. We could settle down instead of moving on.
I admit, it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Now that you mention it, it does feel kind of homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible, maybe with some room to expand.
That voice does not match that hoodie. Okay, so immediately we're going to... No, that's the grab. We want to crouch. Just trying to remember my controls. So we're going to crouch and have an immediate look around at our surroundings, just in case there's anything out there that wants to kind of sort of kill us right off the bat. Okay, so far so good. So as I was saying, every map has a starting place that remains the same regardless of where you go. And that never changes. So we do have a point of interest 254 meters away, which is going to be our starting house. Ooh. We have a toolkit we can use to fix the car right now if we wanted to. Ammunition.
We've got to find a place to settle down.
Drag. I'm going to access your inventory and do a hot swap here. That way I don't have to carry that. We do the same thing with Sid here.
We need to find a new place to live.
We want to travel light as best we can. So unfortunately this car here is out of fuel. We could fix it up, but we got no fuel for it. So it's kind of a moot point at the moment. Let's have us a look around here. Where? No. But where? Where were you, sir? Please don't be big and scary. Just be a regular zombie. I can hear them, but I can't see them. We're gonna get up here to a height advantage point and have a look around and see what we can see. Because we need to know what's out there if we're going to have a shot at this. Can't just stumble in blindly. A zombie there. But that's okay. Oh, there's a couple spots we can loot while we're here. Perfect. Anything on this level? There is. Oh, good. Exactly what we need right now.
Hooray.
Get some spare parts. Have a look at this one case in the back here and see what we got. Oh, bolts. No crossbow, though. That's unfortunate.
Looks like a Zed platoon, just waiting for orders.
There's a zombie horde slowly shumbling our way. Maximilian. Nice, another vehicle option. Ah, there is a feral. That's nice. Decrepit White House. Green Shed. Green Bungalow. Gray Garage. Red Garage. Beekeeper's House. Creepy Garage.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
Brick column. So we're going to put a marker on that guy. Community itself. Not really much to look at the moment. That feral, he is not an armored feral. And he's not a plague feral, so he'll just mess us up really good. Which is somewhat heartwarming. The ferals themselves are very, very dangerous in this game to encounter. Especially with very rudimentary weapons like we have right now. That's not to say I wasn't expecting it, I just hate to see it. So the last thing we want to do is wind up getting to our new building all beaten up or half dead. So that's a thing. But we can indeed loot while we're going. Because right now we actually happen to have 3 characters with us. Granted, the AI in this game is... I don't know if they've improved it since I last played it, but I know it was pretty terrible when I played last. And I'm not going to bet too much on it being much different at the moment. Which means that traveling solo is usually your better option. Because then your AI does not get you killed for stupid reasons. Which is entirely possible. Let's see what we got here.
No sign of Zeds.
Flashlight on, site secure, not bad. Only 2 locations to loot though. We could speed up because everyone's wits are so terrible. If we try to rush our search... Oh, hey! If we try to rush our search, there's a good chance we could cause a commotion. If we cause a commotion, they'll certainly draw a lot of zombies our way. And we just actually found a bag of construction materials, which is great. Gonna need that for upgrades. More bullets! That's a lot of bullets. Hey, Sid.
It's not safe for us to wander. We've got to find a new home.
I want you to take all this. And you're full up. We'll check this house out too as we're going by it. I see something flashy on the ground by the trailer. And by the truck too. That looks like a fuel can. Spare parts. Is there perhaps fuel right here? Nope, not a fuel cannon. It's a suitcase. More spare parts. Is that Feral over there bullying their zombies? He is, I don't mind it. As long as he stays over there. Energy drink and a box of seeds. Good for farming. Not something we're doing right off the bat here. 4 containers may contain food. Fuel can. There we go. I had spare parts. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody dead in here? Check for zombies first, we'll loot afterwards. Kinda looking like no zombies here.
No sign of Zeds.
Perfect. Fortunately, there's not many places to loot here either, but we'll take a look. There is an awful lot of bullets and no guns. Bag of food. Okay, we're gonna have to come back for that.
I've seen all I can see.
So many bullets. But no guns. No guns. No firearms. Alright, that's got the food in it. Alright, start making our way over to the building here. So far, so good. Up and over. There's a zombie just standing there. We're gonna take him out. Nice and quiet, like. Nothing like a screwdriver to the face. Up and over. We'll check that house here and the garage after we get ourselves set up, because we have to come back anyways. There's food in that other building. And we wants it. Nothing here. Alright. Good. Check the yard a little bit. So we do have a zombie wandering around back over there. Nothing there. Bullets are on the only cure. You don't know we're here. Don't even start.
Made it. Time to get my hands dirty.
Alright, time to secure the area.
With a little work, this place could be a home.
Nothing here, which is good. Make our way inside, shall we? In the backyard. Doesn't look like it. Shh. I was never here. You can hear them. Oh. There's a couple live ones over there. We'll make this quick.
How'd you even do that?
Upstairs. What do we got? Anything in the kitchen?
All right, we're clear.
No.
We should claim this place and get everybody moved in.
All right. So first things first, we better claim our home site. This one's free. Comes with a chef's kitchen, master bedroom, double bunk. There's some trash we can clear, and a 2-car parking slot.
Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
We could use your help scouting a new area.
I'm making good progress.
All right, let's get our construction materials dropped off, which is a bonus.
Yay.
Let's get everything else picked. Oh, I better drop off what I have here first. Everything goes into storage. And then we'll figure out exactly what we got once we're done getting everything else back from everybody. We'll leave them the snacks and the bandages just in case.
Supplies are safely in hand.
The ammunition. And where is our last survivor? Over here being helpful, I see. I'll take the meds as well. Once we get this all set up, we'll get our first project lined up, which is probably going to be an infirmary. Very, very important. And then we'll try and actually figure out exactly what our plan is going to be. Meds are in. Alright, so let's have a look at our base. We have some trash we want to clean up. Okay, 50 seconds for that to get cleaned. Sorry. We want to get our master bedroom repaired. No passives at the moment. It could cost us 2 labors and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get this fixed. So yes, everything in this game does take time. Real world time. So you kind of have to plan a little bit out what you're going to be doing, or else you might find yourself in a situation where you need something to get done, but you don't have the appropriate labor because you have another task going on. It's taking up all of your survivor's time. We get to control 1 survivor. Everyone else stays back at the base. Every person provides 1 labor for certain tasks, and then everybody helps defend the base whenever we get under attack. So it's actually not too bad. Trash has been cleared. This should not cost anything to get fixed. Just going to cost 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, what do we want to set up here? Again, setting an infirmary up would be very good, because this does slowly restore health over time. We can craft bandages and plague cure. Very, very important. And if we have water, we can actually make painkillers. All very important stuff. So as you can see here, we can build a workshop, which allows us to salvage weapon parts, produce ammo for a resource stockpile, and make our own crossbow bolts. Very important. Kitchen allows us to ration food. Not exactly a high-value thing. Staging area just speeds up our build times. Building a forge allows us to craft melee weapons, materials, and parts. Again, kind of an item that's well beyond our reach at the moment. As you can see here, it requires a large slot. There's no large slots here. Same with an auto shop. That allows us to build upgrade kits for our vehicles. We build sheltered beds, but they need to be indoor, so we can build outdoor beds, infirmaries, and barracks. Again, requires a large slot. We can build a garden, which does provide us food. 1 food a day. We can do some upgrades. Building a still. This allows us to, gives us more morale bonuses while water's active. Not only that, but we can build, cook off moonshine and actually turn around and sell that. Great for influence. Farm requires a very large slot. And hydroponics does provide 3 food a day, but requires water and power. We can also build a couple other things, like say, for example, fighting gym. Gives us 20 health and gives us a bonus to fighting experience, which is very nice. Same thing with shooting range. Only gives us bonuses to shooting. The train is just a general morale bonus, which is great. Same with the lounge. Rain collector does provide base-wide water, which is very, very nice. That's 2. And does give us morale boost. Generator. It's not worth it. Myself, personally, I don't believe it's worth it. Let's build an infirmary.
We've already got to start on building this base up into something real.
Ideally, just to start out, we are going to need a workshop.
Anybody over there want to get their hands dirty?
Get 2 beds plus 3 morale.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Gracias, amigo.
And of course, we do get random missions that come in just like that. And we have a call from our nearest neighbors here right off the bat. Cure for all seasons. This will give us access to the cure for blood plague, if we do need it. Well, this will allow us to turn samples into plague cures or plague kits. Now we have to choose exactly what we're going to be doing, because there are a lot of zombies around here. And I mean a lot. But here's our entire map.
That's another big step forward for us.
And we're going to have to clear all this entire area from any plague hearts. It's a wonderful thing.
Check the stuff I just dropped off.
So there is a wind farm special building on this map. Gives us base-wide power. Requires 1,000 and it's under the influence of a plague heart. When the buildings are red like this, that means they're under the influence of a plague heart, and we actually can't claim those until we destroy that plague heart, and then we can start spending influence on getting access to those buildings. There's also a bounty broker. The bounty broker gives random side missions and then pays you out in giving you access to special weapons, which does make the game significantly nicer. I'm not exactly 100% sure if we're going to be playing any of the bounty broker's side missions, but we'll see exactly what goes on with that. That's one of those things where you pick, and then you just kind of slowly pick away at it as you play the game. But right now, we know that there is food here. We want to check out these buildings here as well. But we are probably going to need a vehicle at some point. But we have not gotten any fuel. Well, I'll risk it. I'll go back to this building here and pick up that food bag. And then we'll see if we can find some fuel for our vehicles along the way. It is just too dangerous to go ahead and do long-distance travel without a vehicle. And while we're here, we might as well check out this place.
Not too bad.
Chemicals, I'll take. More chemicals. And more chemicals.
About bloody time.
Ooh, big chunk of honeycomb. There we go. Luxury item. Something to trade with. I will very much take that. May contain fuel. Hello? Anybody home?
We can breathe. No more Zeds inside.
Nobody here. Alright. So there's a good chance there's going to be some fuel for vehicles here, which would be great. Weapon remains. I wouldn't mind a gun for all those bullets we've been finding. But fuel is probably going to be our number one target. Ooh, a sack of fuel. Alright. Yeah, not bad option. Just not what we're looking for. And a pipe bomb. Okay. Not too bad. Just gotta be very careful we don't accidentally whip that at our feet. Or by God, we'll suffer for it. We will check the house while we're here. They contain medical supplies. Nope. Locked. We're not going to force that. It's going to cause too much noise. And there's a bloater just over there. And I've got no ranged weapons. Bloaters, for those who don't know, they're pretty much like landmines. Only they produce toxic gases or blood plague when they explode. So that's nice. Very nice. And he's going to be right there, isn't he? Okay, so the red ones produce blood plague. Like that. Just like that. So that's nice. We'll let that clear before we go into that building. Fuel can on the back step. Please be fuel. More spare parts. Alright. Who's home? Close the door behind us so nobody sneaks in. Somebody's here. Alright, 3 of 5 explored. Nobody in the bathroom. And nobody in the office. Perfect. Weapons, please. I would love a gun or a crossbow or something. The night is descending. Absinthe, which is good for trading, and a case of chemicals, which is good for upgrades. As you guys saw, latrine requires a case of chemicals. Now, latrine is not a bad idea. I think a workshop kind of takes precedence over it, but we'll see exactly how things go. Bag of meds. I can only carry 1 sack at a time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we're going to find any fuel here because we kind of struck out in the gas cans, but we'll see what else is here.
Fat load of nothing.
Fat load of nothing. There you go. The game is not always kind. So if anything, it might be food here in the fridge, but we'll see what's there.
Okay. I've completed
Jugs of
research.
ethanol.
This load is quite heavy.
Just... Oh, God. He's at the back door. Maybe not. Let's get this front unlocked and go back to base. Run! Get that stamina up.
Quick break.
Remember, kids, exercise is very important in the zombie apocalypse. There's our fuel. And everything else we got in our back pockets is... Seeing how nothing we have is weapons. Okay. Go back for the food. And then we'll try again for that other satchel. Sorry, meds. Grab the meds and then go for the food. Just a little back and forth. All right. Time for the food run. Please don't let that feral be there. And the bloaters. Zed's there. It's nice and quiet like. And you too, buddy. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Thank you for not turning around. It doesn't look like there's anything waiting for us on the other side of this fence. But you never know what moved in after you've already checked it. Granted, after you check some place, the area does get kind of a zombie-free control zone around it for a limited time. But it's not always perfect, and it's not always flawless. And the very last thing you want to do, like I'm running around and burning my stamina right now, but the very last thing you want to do is burn stamina needlessly, because you never know when you're going to need it. Especially running back and forth on foot. Alright, so let's talk about what we need, shall we? We're eating about 4.5 food a day with 3 survivors. So we have enough for about a day, a little bit, just under 2 days. Our meds, we're taking about 2 a day from the infirmary, which is alright. But we do only have 2 materials. If we run out of materials, things start to break around the base, so we don't want to run out. I could extract a fuel can out of the fuel we have in storage, and I might wind up doing that. What do we have around us? Just a construction site. More food of the wooden house. No idea what the green shed has. Green bungalow could be anything. Decrepit White House might have meds. But again, that thing is going to be a problem. So I do have 2 options for vehicles on the map at the moment. I could grab my Mirage, or I could grab the Maximilian. What to do, what to do. Memory serves. I think there might be a fuel station over here as well. But again, there's another feral there. A bunch of screamers. Screamers are a problem because they just call other zombies in to you. The last thing you need is for a screamer to call in 3 ferals and 4 bloaters just to wreck your day. So you got to be very, very careful. We are certainly not going this direction with the vehicle. Alright, so. So. I'm saying I don't want I don't want to pull the fuel out though, because as soon as I go over here and check this building, it's probably gonna have fuel in it. So I'm gonna run across the road and have a look. Is it advised? Absolutely not. And I'm going to do it anyways. Now the beauty part about these bloaters is you should be able to outrun them. And you certainly don't want to stealth kill them. Oh, there's a lot of movement down there. You know, as long as there's not a feral hanging around here, I should be fine. Hey, buddy. No, don't call others. Come on, bloater. I need you over here. Chase me. You want a piece? Oh, God. Oh, God. So that's how I deal with bloaters. A lot easier in a vehicle, trust me. But if you can't shoot them, you can certainly outrun them, and they do run for a bit, and they trip and fall over and blow up, so. One problem removed. Please tell me that Farrell didn't come over here. Okay, he didn't. Just regular zombies. And that's for yelling. Tried calling your friends and nobody came. Aw, buddy. Disappointing. Now there's a truck yard down there. It has not tickled my fancy, not yet. Oh, that's a lot of stuff for the car. Alright, hoarder tendencies, what do you see?
Hooray.
Weapon parts, but no weapon. I'm going to cry. Spare parts. There's another box on the other side of the car, too. And a note. We'll leave the note. It's just going to take up space. We can sell it for influence, but not at the moment. More spare parts. I guess I do have plenty of room. Let us check the garage. Please be fuel so I don't have to spend fuel to get my car running.
This place is clean.
No, don't claim it. Fuel can, come on, baby. Actually, I'm going to check you last. Give myself a little bit of time to get some more experience, and maybe that'll up my chance to find what I'm looking for. And I'm starting to get a little exhausted. You can see right at the lower left-hand side of the screen. Right here. Buddy's sleepy. And when you get sleepy, your stamina suffers greatly. Same with your health. When you get hurt, your health suffers. So when you get sleepy, we gotta switch them out with somebody else. Which is a good way of keeping you from power leveling your characters too quick. More bullets! Okay. Please be fuel. Fuel? I am so distraught. Words cannot convey how utterly upset I am at the moment right now. Okay, so what are the chances there might be fuel here in this house before I have to go back? And Buddy has to take a nap before he takes a dirt nap. Unlocked. Alright. Same thing as before. We'll have a look before we go ahead and do anything. Fuel can, but not searchable. Oh. Nothing there. No Zeds there. Okay, well, I guess if I don't have any fuel, I'm gonna hope against hope.
No more Zeds in sight.
Then maybe we'll find a weapon here. Maybe. Lots and lots of parts. Okay. Yes, parts are good. Weapons are better. food. We already got construction supplies, so we'll leave that for now. Bookshelf. Any learning books? Well, we got a Kraken hoagie, which is pink. Yes, I said hoagie because hoodie is too hard for me to say. I don't know why. And a case of chemicals. Yes, you can actually play dress up with your survivors. This is a real thing. You never know. Maybe we'll do it one day. But first, we need to find fuel or a gun. Please tell me there's a gun in the safe. Something.
I'd say this place is cleaned out.
More trading supplies, which is good. It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Let me get rid of that. And see if we can get back across the street here. So we can get back and grab that bag of food too. Run! Don't run that hard, though. Okay, now sprint.
I need a quick break.
I will run you ragged and you will enjoy it. Alright. That is 7 materials back in storage. This lack of weapons stuff is, it's really dragging me down. Not gonna lie. I do want that bag of food before we go ahead and switch out. Oh! Looks like there's a horde moving through. As exhausted as this character is, I think engaging in a horde might not be the best life choices. But I do still need to get back in that building. They spawned in after I ran across, I hope. Because if I missed them right off the bat, that's not good. There's a high chance that we may die horribly if I'm missing something that obvious. Food, please. No, they had to have spawned in. I would have seen them. I'm utterly convinced now that I'm either going blind or the game's just messing with me. And it could be both. It could actually be both. Blee. Good cardio workout. Alright, so now we got 2 full days of food. Not bad, not bad. Not too shabby at all for a first day.